A quick little tour of my garden so far. This is bee balm. It's a pretty pink, light pink color when it blooms. Today I planted some strawberry plants I got from a nearby store. I was surprised to find them. They were reasonable, so I got them. Uh, Peonies have faded, but they were gorgeous. Here's another little rose. It's orangey, a pretty color orange. The video doesn't do it justice. I have some amaryllis, 3 of them about to bloom. Plenty of lamb's ear. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Just spread it around your yard. Over here behind my boxwoods, I have tomatoes, peppers, more tomatoes, a nasturtium plant. I got a big half whiskey barrel over here that has a tomato and a pepper in it. Let's go around here. This pink rose, I love it. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous pink. Last year the aphids were all over it. This year it's healthy. You can see my climbing rose called Peggy Martin. The piece of it came from my friend Tina, my garden friend Tina, and I have a red knockout rose in front of it. That's beautiful snapdragon. Won't be here much longer when the heat hits it. Got perennials coming up everywhere. I built a little trellis, teepee type trellis for my green beans to run up. They have not grown yet. Tempted to go buy some plants, but I started some from seed. I got some little roses here that are new. They haven't quite taken off yet, but they will be beautiful. There's a red one about to bloom. It always does well. I have a hydrangea in a pot, and it's full of buds. It's getting ready to put on a display. This is the chase tree. I propagated from a piece out of my mother's yard. It's huge now, and it's really beautiful. Has beautiful blue blooms when it does bloom. Got more perennials here. Rosemary, really huge. Boxwoods. This little Japanese maple I bought from Aldi about 3 years ago. It was probably a $10 Japanese maple. It's beautiful now. I got fennel, amaryllis. That's a bay leaf tree with some plants underneath. That's a fern that I save from year to year. Another rose I transplanted, it's not doing so well. It's a rugosa rose. It has beautiful leaves, and I know it's going to make a comeback. More perennials. You see this green sedum, it's everywhere. I got lemon balm and mint in containers so they won't take over the yard. Lavender and other plants. Spiderwort. It blooms better when the sun's out. These are my hydrangeas, the ones with the big white flowers. I'm having a brain fog here. You know the ones I'm talking about. More rosemary, a rose of Sharon that Carnetta gave me. I had to move it in order to get it to start doing well. If you have a plant that won't thrive where it's planted, you need to move it. This is my rock bed. It's starting to come along. It will look better when it gets hot. But all the plants are starting to grow. Cactus. These are my yucca plants. And also, they don't bloom every year, but this year I have 2 that will have blooms this year. You can see that stalk. They're going to bloom. I got sage in the ground. I like to plant a mixture sometimes of herbs and perennials. All of those come back and that's a clematis. It's fairly new. I hope it'll get as big as some of the others I've seen. I got a volunteer, looks like squash plant coming up behind an oleander plant I have. I hope it will thrive. And I got a stilby, more yucca plant. This plant here is called a salvia red hot lips, and it's just starting to bloom. It'll be pretty soon. I have Lenten rose and other perennials coming back, like the calla lilies. They're coming back. I'm trying to grow a vine in this on this trellis, but a critter got a hold to my vine, so I had to cover it with this enclosure here. I got a rhododendron back here that was beautiful about a month ago, had pretty yellow flowers. That's all for the backyard. I'll take you to the front another day.